Attention all passengers, this is your Foley artist speaking. On behalf of the flight crew of the USS Enterprise, I'd like to welcome you to the Post-Meridian Radio Players gender-swapped Star Trek adaptation of the classic Jerome Bixby script, Mirror Mirror. Before we take off, please silence all transmitting electronic devices. In the event of unexpected ion storms, please remain in your seats with your phasers stowed and your seatbelts securely fastened. If you'd like to find out about future shows like our upcoming Summer of Mysteries, please proceed immediately to pmrp.org for more information. Now, please sit back, relax, and enjoy Mirror Mirror.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no woman has gone before. Captain's log. Stardate 3697.5. The third day of our diplomatic mission to negotiate an essential mining treaty with the Halkin people, whose homeworld is a newly discovered source of dilithium crystals in this sector. Negotiations with the Halkins have proved more difficult than expected. We continue today with the diplomatic party of Dr. McCoy, Ms. Scott, and Lieutenant Uhura.
We believe what you say, Captain Kirk, but our position has not altered. The Halcyon Council cannot permit your Federation to mine dilithium crystals on our planet.
We have shown the Council historical proof that our missions are peaceful and that the dilithium the Federation uses is almost entirely in the interests of humanitarian aid, exploration, and scientific discovery missions.
We accept that your Federation is benevolent at present, but the future is always in question. Our dilithium crystals represent tremendous power. Wrongful use of that power, even to the extent of the taking of one life, would violate our history of total peace. To prevent that, we would die, Captain, as a race if necessary.
Well, I admire your ethics and hope to prove ours. Kirk to Enterprise.
Spock here.
Report on the magnetic storm, Spock.
Standard ion, Captain, but quite violent. And unpredictable.
Rough ride?
If we stay.
Well, stand by to beam up the landing party and plot an extended orbit to clear the disturbance. Kirk out. Tharna, when may we resume our discussions?
The Council will meditate further, but do not be hopeful of any change. Captain, you do have the might to force the crystals from us, of course.
But we won't. Consider that. Enterprise, transporter room, energize.
Trouble, ma'am.
What is it, Ms. Kyle?
They're the patterns just aren't. Okay, here they come.
Oh. Spock was right. It was a rough trip.
Hail, Captain Kirk. At ease, Miss Kyle. Controls at neutral. Status of mission, Captain.
No change.
Standard procedure, Captain.
Of course, Miss Spock.
Ms. Sulu, You will program phaser barrage on Hulkin cities.
Yes, Miss Spock.
Their military capability, Captain.
None.
Regrettable that this society has chosen suicide. Ms. Kyle, you are instructed to compensate during the ion storm.
But I tried, Miss Spock, I tried.
Carelessness with the equipment cannot be tolerated.
But Miss Spock, I did the best I
Your
could.
agonizer.
No, Miss Spock.
Your agonizer, please, or I will be forced to seize it myself.
Here, Miss Spock, I tried. I really tried. I just couldn't.
Captain's log. Stardate unknown. During an ion storm, my landing party is beamed back to find the Enterprise and the personnel aboard changed. The ship is subtly altered physically, and the uniforms are peculiar. Behavior and discipline has become brutal, savage.
Miss Scott, the storm has caused some minor damage in your section. There are also injuries requiring your attention, Doctor. Well, ladies, how shall we proceed?
Miss Spock,
Yes?
the power beam jumped for a moment, ma'am, as the landing party was about to materialize. I've never seen it happen before.
Due to your error, Miss Kyle?
No, Miss Spock, before.
Possibly a result of the severe storm. Captain, do you feel any abnormal effects?
Yes, Dr. McCoy, you better look us over. That was a rough beam-up.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Spock, have those transporter circuits checked, will you? Miss Scott, Lieutenant Uhura, Dr. McCoy, with me to sickbay.
I can.
Hi, Captain.
Captain, what is all this?
How did we get in these outfits?
What was Spock doing with the...
Not now, not now. We need to get to sickbay. No, here.
What is this? Everything's all messed up and changed around, out of place.
Captain, what's happened?
No, not everything. That spot. I spilled acid there a year ago. Jane, what in blazes is this?
I don't know. It's our Enterprise, but it isn't. Maybe...
Maybe what, Captain?
Any of you feel dizzy when we were in the transporter beam?
I
Yes.
When we first materialized.
did.
And then it happened twice. First, we were in our transporter chamber, then we faded, and then when we finally materialized, we were here, wherever here is.
Captain, the transporter chief mentioned a surge of power. The transporter lock might have been affected by the ion storm and we just materialized somewhere else.
Yes, here. Not our universe, not our ship. Something parallel, a parallel universe coexisting with ours on another dimensional plane. Everything's duplicated. Almost. Another Enterprise, Spock with a...
Another Captain Kirk? Another Dr. McCoy? And another...
Exchange. If we're here, then...
Then our counterparts must have been transporting up at the exact same time. Similar storms in both universes disrupted the circuits. We're here, and they're on our Enterprise. Probably asking the same questions. Are we in another universe? And if so, how do we get back to our own? They'll use the computer, and we have to.
What about the Hulkins? We can't let them be destroyed.
Scotty, can you buy me some time? Get below and short out the main phaser couplings. They'll think the storm blew out the standby circuits.
Aye, ma'am, no problem at all.
And then get on this technology? It's all we have to work with if we want to get back home. The intercom may be monitored, so use your communicators for private messages and sub-frequency and scramble.
Aye, ma'am, I'm on it.
Lieutenant,
Yes, ma'am.
get to your post. run today's communications from Starfleet Command. I want to know what my exact orders and options are, if any.
Yes, ma'am.
Bones.
Captain, I don't know if I can...
Uhura, you are the only one who can do this. I'll be right there.
Yes, ma'am.
Bones, let's take a look at the computer archives. We have a lot to learn.
Miss Chekhov, please report for planetary target A.
Coordinate 712-4, Miss Sulu.
Port batteries locked. Uhura, nice to see you again. Oh, don't walk away from me. No, still no interest, Uhura? I could change your mind.
You are away from your post, lady.
Is the captain here? Is Spock here? I'll go back to my post if you come with me. When the cat's away...
You get away from me!
Oh! Hail, Captain?
Hail, Kirk!
Yep.
At ease. Communication status.
No storm damage, ma'am. All stations report normal. Federation directives are unchanged. You're ordered to annihilate the Halkans unless they comply. No alternative.
Phasers locked on target A, Captain.
Approaching optimum range now.
Commence fire, Captain? Captain?
Stand by, Ms. Sulu. Just waiting on verification from Scotty.
Yes? What do you need?
I've been ordered to check phaser couplings and for possible damage by the storm. I need to enter the main phaser power control.
Do you have authorization from security, ma'am?
Captain's orders.
I'll have to check with Security Chief Sulu, ma'am.
Never mind, I'll attend to it. Scott to Captain Kirk.
Kirk here.
Phaser report, ma'am. No damage. At all.
Very good, thank you, Ms. Scott. Kirk out.
Hail, Captain.
Miss Spock.
The planet's rotation appears to be carrying the primary target beyond the arc of phaser lock.
Shall I correct orbit to new firing position?
No.
Lock on to secondary city.
Aye, ma'am.
Lieutenant Uhura, contact the Halkan Council. I want to talk to them again.
Yes, ma'am.
Captain.
This is a new race. They offer things of value besides dilithium crystals.
But we cannot expect their cooperation. They have refused the Empire. Command procedure dictates that we provide the customary example.
Secondary target now moving beyond our phaser lock.
Put phasers on standby, Miss Sulu.
A serious breach of orders, Captain.
I have my reasons, and I'll make them clear to you in my own good time.
Captain, I have the lead of the Halkan Council waiting on Channel B.
It is useless to resist us, Tharna. Just get us the crystals. That is all we need.
We do not resist you.
You have 12 hours to consider your position.
12 hours, 12 years, Captain Kirk, or 12,000. We are ethically compelled to deny your demand for our dilithium crystals, for you would use their power to destroy.
We will level your planet and take what we want. That is destruction. You will die as a race.
To preserve what we are.
We will not argue. 12 hours, no more close communications. Turn phasers off, Miss Sulu.
Aye, ma'am.
12 hours, Captain. That is unprecedented.
I'll be in my quarters. Lieutenant Uhura, have Dr. McCoy and Ms. Scott meet me there.
Ma'am, I believe my shift is over. Permission to attend to the...
Yes, Miss Chekhov. Captain, you placed yourself in a most grave position. This conduct must be reported.
Well, you're at liberty to do so, Ms. Spock. Notify me immediately of any communications from the Halkins, Uhura.
Deck 5, ma'am.
Yes, Chekhov.
Hail, Captain.
Hey, what are you... Oh! Chekhov? What is this? Put the phaser down.
You will die, Captain, and my friends and I here all move up in rank. No one will question the assassination of a captain who has disobeyed prime orders of the Empire.
Hey, Chekhov! Not all of us are your friends. Ugh! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Your women, Captain. Sorry we're late. Let me finish taking out the trash.
Easy, Farrell. I did your job. Ask the captain.
Ma'am?
Yes, she did your job.
Smart girl switching to the top dog.
Get her out of here.
Miss Chekhov was going to make me a chief. You could make me an officer.
Huh. All right. You're working with me.
A commission?
Well, you're in line. You might even make captain.
Yes, ma'am.
But not on my ship.
The booth for this one, ma'am?
Yes, the booth. Clean this up. McCoy, Scotty, with me.
What was that?
Quick in here. Watch your step, both of you. The officers move up by assassination. Chekhov just tried it on me.
Ms. Zulu is security chief, like the ancient Gestapo.
My sickbay is a chamber of horrors. My assistants were betting on the tolerance of an injured man, how long it would take him to pass out from the pain.
Report on technology, Scotty.
Mostly variations in instrumentation. Nothing I can't handle.
Star readings?
Everything's exactly where it should be, except us.
All right, well, let's find out where we stand. Computer.
Ready.
This is Captain. Record security research to be classified under my voice print or Miss Scott's.
Recorded.
Produce all data relevant to the recent ion storm. Correlate the following hypothesis. Could a storm of such magnitude cause a power surge in the transporter circuits, creating a momentary interdimensional contact with a parallel universe?
Affirmative.
At such a moment, could persons in each universe, in the act of beaming, transpose with their counterparts in the other universe?
Affirmative.
Could conditions necessary to such an event be created artificially, using the ship's power?
Affirmative.
Record procedure. Scotty, can you do it?
Not by myself. I'll need help, and you'd be too conspicuous.
I'm a doctor, not an engineer.
Now you're an engineer. I'll have to tap the power we need from the warp engines and balance it for the four of us.
Jane, the way this ship is run, what kind of people are we in this universe?
Well, let's find out. Computer, read out official record of current command.
Captain Jane T. Kirk succeeded to command ISS Enterprise through assassination of Captain Christina Pike. First action, suppression of Gorlon uprising through destruction of rebel home planet. Second action, execution of 5,000 colonists on Vega 9. Third action.
Cancel. Oh, now we know.
Captain, we can do it.
Good.
We have to lay in the automatic transporter setting, but when we interrupt the engine circuits to tie in power to increase into the transporter, it'll show up on Sulu's security board. Of course, I'll only need a second.
Well, I'll tell Uhura to create a diversion to distract Sulu at your signal. Let's get back to our posts. Keep me advised.
Jane, if we're here, what do you suppose our counterparts are doing back in our universe?
On our Enterprise. I order you to let me go! Let us all go! Oh, traitors! Spock, get these guards off of me! What is this?
What are you doing, Spock?
Oh, you'll regret this, lass. She's got more loyal women here on the ship than you have on your
You
entire...
traitorous pig! I will hang you by your Vulcan ears! I'll have you all executed!
I think not. Your authority on this ship is extremely limited, Captain. The four of you will remain here in the brig and in custody until I discover how to return you to wherever it is you belong.
Now, Miss Spock. Spock. Can't you and I talk about this privately?
Has the whole galaxy gone crazy? I mean, what kind of uniform is this? What is going on? Where is my personal guard? And why don't you have a...
I can answer none of your questions at this time.
All right, Spock. Whatever your game is, I'll play it. You want credits? I'll give them to you. You'll be a rich woman. Command of your own? I can make that happen too.
Apparently, some kind of transposition has taken place. I find it extremely interesting.
Spock, what is it that will buy you? Power? Power, Spock? I can get that for you.
Fascinating. But where is the captain from our world? Captain, I am pleased that you frustrated Ms. Chekhov's plan. I should regret your death.
Why?
I do not desire the captaincy. I much prefer my scientific duties. I am frankly content to be a lesser target.
Logical as always, Miss Spock.
Here we are, the agony booth. A most effective means of discipline. I presume you've ordered full duration.
I haven't decided.
Indeed. Her act warrants death.
I said I haven't decided.
That is, of course, your affair. Captain, may I inquire if you intend to persist in your unusual course of action regarding the Halkins?
You heard my orders.
They are, of course, in contradiction to standard Empire procedure. You cannot ignore the consequences.
Is that a threat?
I do not threaten, Captain. I merely state facts. I have found you to be an excellent officer. Our missions together have been both successful and profitable. However, I shall not permit your aberrations to jeopardize my position.
Spock, do you think we should destroy the Halkins?
Terror must be maintained, or the Empire is doomed. It is the logic of history.
Conquest is easy. Control is not. We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Captain, I do not wish to find myself opposing you, but if you continue on your present course, this confusing, inexplicable behavior
is my concern and not yours. You would find me a formidable enemy.
I'm aware of that, Captain. I trust that you are aware of the reverse. I will attend to the bridge. Farewell, Captain.
Orders, ma'am?
Release Chekhov. Can I find her to her quarters?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you ready, Doctor?
Sure, why not?
Excuse me, Ensign...
Vassy?
Ensign Vassy. What do you think you're doing here?
I'm supposed to
Don't
be here.
you know the captain has ordered all hands to proceed immediately to the nearest deck and get onto the...
That ought to hold her for about 6 hours.
Let's get to it.
Lights? Oh. Hello. What are you doing in my quarters?
I fell asleep. Oh, we had quite a time in the chem lab picking up after the storm. Nothing compared to your day, I gather. I heard about Chekhov.
Well, she gambled and I won.
You got lucky. I'm surprised you could be cut off guard that way.
I was preoccupied.
You're still in trouble with Starfleet Command, I hear. What you've got in mind this time is beyond me. You're scheming, of course. The Halkins have something you want, or is it all some kind of clever means to advance you to the Admiralty? Kirk. The cabinet itself?
Further than that, if I'm successful.
Really? Well, you must know what you're doing. You always do. And if I'm to be the consort of a Caesar, can't I know what you're up to?
Come here. Well, right now, I am up to... Kirk here.
Ms. Spock, Captain.
Yes?
I have received a private communication from Starfleet Command. I am committing a breach of regulations by informing you of its contents.
Yes, Ms. Spock.
I am instructed to wait until planet dawn over principal target to permit you to carry out your mission.
And if I don't?
In that event, I am ordered to kill you and to proceed against the Halkins as the new captain of the Enterprise.
Captain's log, stardate unknown. We are trapped in a savage parallel universe from which we must escape within 4 hours, or I will face a death sentence at Miss Spock's hands.
Let us drink a toast to Spock, the only woman aboard with the decency to warn you. And she'll die for it. They'll never find another woman like her.
Oh, I don't intend to kill her.
Are you going to act against the Halkins before the deadline?
No, but I'll avoid killing Spock.
Just get her out of the way. Her and her people.
I'll get out of her way.
Shall I activate the Tantalus field? You'll at least want to monitor her, won't you?
Yes, of course.
I hate this thing.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Oh, well, of course not. It made you captain. How many conversations have you secretly watched? And how many enemies have you just simply wiped out of existence by the touch of a button? 50? 100? Now, I always thought that was funny. The great, powerful Captain Kirk, who owes everything to an unknown alien scientist and a plundered laboratory.
Well, if you don't take advantage of your opportunities...
You don't rise to the command of a starship, or even higher. Now, let us see Ms. Spock. Oh, the brilliant Ms. Spock. That magnificent mind of hers. But it can't protect her from this little white button. I press it and she dies. Shall I do it for you now? Just like...
No.
You really mean it? Well, it doesn't matter. If Spock fails her order, she'll be killed anyway.
I'll see to it that the circumstances of her failure will clear her.
You're not even afraid of Starfleet Command? Can your scheme bring you that much power so quickly? And what about me? How does Malcolm fit in?
How does Malcolm want to fit in?
Well, you wait right here while I change, and I'll show you.
Scotty!
Scotty here, ma'am.
We've got to get out of here within 3 hours. Spock has orders to kill me unless I complete the mission.
We've got another deadline too, ma'am.
Explain.
The two-way matter transmission affected the local field density between the universes, and it's increasing. We've got to move fast.
How fast?
Half hour at most.
And if we miss?
We couldn't get out of here in a century. We're ready to bridge power from the engines to the transporter. You've got to get down there and free the board so we can lock in.
When?
Give me about 10 minutes. I've got to complete a few more computations.
All right. I will be in the transporter room in 10 minutes, and I'll meet you in sickbay afterwards.
Aye, ma'am.
Computer.
Ready.
Explain computer activity in the engineering section.
A security research operation is in progress.
Who is conducting the research?
The captain and Ms. Scott.
What is the nature of the research?
Program is classified under voice, index, log.
Why are you monitoring my communications, Ms. Sulu?
My security board has detected extensive use of computer, Miss Spock. I was about to inform you. I can guess the nature of your order from Starfleet Command. I believe there is a connection. The captain suspects it and is working on escape or defense.
That is my concern.
Correct. It's your play. I hope you succeed because the order would fall on me next, and you know how Captain Kirk's enemies have a habit of disappearing.
If I am successful, you see yourself a step nearer to the captaincy. I do not want to command the Enterprise, but if it should befall me, I suggest that you remember that my operatives would avenge my death, and some of them are Vulcans.
Oh. Welcome back.
Just oiling my traps, darling. I'm afraid I'm a little out of practice. Maybe that's what happened to us. Oh, it's very hard for a working officer to shine as a man every minute, and you demand perfection.
I have never seen perfection, but no man could come closer to it.
I remember when you used to talk that way.
I still do.
Prove it.
I've got to go.
Ship's business. An important task on the crew deck. Well, yes, I guess it's over. Commander Kenna would take me. She's made that quite clear. I'll call a yeoman to move my things.
You don't have to do that.
Are you feeling sorry for me? Do I see hesitation in your eyes about anything? I want one thing, Captain. Transfer me. On the Enterprise, I am humiliated. On another ship, I can hunt fresh game. I've got my rank, don't I? I've been a captain's man, and I like it. I'll be one again if I have to go through every officer in the fleet.
You could.
Oh, don't you.
I simply meant that you could do anything you wanted to do, be anything you wanted to be.
There's only one thing I want to be right now. It's been a long time since you've kissed me like that. You're a stranger. Yes. Mercy to the Hawkins, mercy to Spock, to me. Am I your man?
You're the captain's man until she tells you you're not. I'll be back in a few hours.
A whole new Captain Kirk. Better keep an eye on her.
Ahura,
Yes, Captain.
Scotty's signal should be coming through any moment. You know what to do?
I've got a pretty good idea, ma'am.
Keep Sulu's attention off that board.
I'll do my best, ma'am.
Good luck. Kirk out.
Miss Sulu, you are very persistent. This game has rules and you're ignoring them. Here's what we do. I protest and you come back. You didn't come back.
Ah, now you're making sense again.
I was getting bored. Of course, this probably isn't the time.
Anytime's a good time.
Oops! I'm afraid I've changed my mind again.
You take a lot of chances, Lieutenant.
So do you, lady. So do you. Now watch it, unless you want this knife in your chest. Take over at the con for me. I'll be back when you've had a chance to cool down. Miss Scott, all clear. On my way to sickbay.
I've done everything I can here. Now it's up to the captain.
Please step away from the transporter console and restrict your movements, Captain.
What are you doing? Are you going to shoot me now, Spock? I thought I had until dawn.
I shall make that decision. Since your return from the planet, you've behaved in a most atypical and illogical manner. I will know why.
Shoot me. You're wasting time.
What is she doing? She's gonna get herself killed. And then where will that leave me?
I shall not waste time with you. You're too inflexible, too disciplined once you've made up your mind. But Dr. McCoy has a plenitude of human weaknesses. She is sentimental, soft. You may not tell me what I want to know, but she will.
You are running a big risk, Spock.
I have the phaser, Captain, and I do not intend to simply disappear, as so many of your opponents have in the past. Let us proceed, if you please, to sickbay.
Captain!
Lieutenant Uhura, Miss Scott, Dr. McCoy, of course. The entire landing party. Captain, stand against that wall over there and... Doctor, it's time for answers.
Not so fast, Spock. Ugh!
Oh.
Miss Spock, we don't want to fight you.
Captain, catch!
Thank you. Ugh! wondered what you kept the skeleton in here for, Bones. How much time do we got, Scotty?
Hardly 15 minutes, ma'am. The field density between the two universes is starting to close very fast.
Help me get Spock on the table. Well, come on, help me get her on the table. Blunt force trauma to the head. She'll die without immediate treatment.
Everything laid in, Scotty. Time lag so the operator can get into the transporter chamber?
All laid in, ma'am. Come on, McCoy. We're taking a chance of not getting back home.
We'll get home. This won't take long.
14 minutes. We've got to go.
Quiet, I can save her life in just a minute. Do you want me to stop, Jane? It'll only take a minute.
She is very much like our own Miss Spock, isn't she? You've got that minute.
A little time, she'll live.
Not get back home? Another world? Where are they going? And who are they?
Got it.
Well, look at this. The Enterprise's finest all conveniently in one place. So glad my friends and I could join you.
What is this, Miss Sulu?
Miss Spock has orders to kill you, Captain. She will succeed. At least, she'll appear to have succeeded, but she'll be in no condition to discuss it, because you will also appear to have killed her after a fierce battle. Regrettable, but will have the benefit of leaving me in command.
Oh, the hell it will. I am getting out of here, if it's the last thing I do. I've got to get down there. But first...
And now, say goodbye, Captain. Where did she go?
And then there was one.
How could that possibly?
Captain, we've barely got 10 minutes.
Let's go, Bones.
Can't let her die, Jane. You get onto the transporter room. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
No longer.
I guarantee it. Now go on, please. Right. A little more acetylcholine. Now will you hurry up and wake up, you green-blooded...
Why did the captain let me live? Our minds are merging, Doctor. Our minds are one. I feel what you feel. I know what you know.
Hello, Captain. I was wondering where you'd gotten to.
Who is he?
A friend. Activate the transporter. You saved us back at sickbay with the Tantalus field. You were watching the whole time?
Take me with you.
Oh, I can't. I am sorry. Our power is balanced for 4. There's no guarantee we'd make it with 5. All of us could die. Scotty.
It's working, ma'am.
But there are only 3 of you.
But one more is coming. I'd help you if I could, Malcolm. Believe that. Go on, shoot if you want to. Kill us. Kill us and you'll still stay. Where's McCoy? Time, Scotty.
5 minutes, ma'am.
Do you know what they'll do to me?
Power's cut, ma'am. They're on to us.
Auxiliary.
Aye, it's available.
You can't do this to me.
Can you bridge to your setup?
I can get us the power, but the automatic setting is linked to the transporter main. If we bypass, that means that someone has got to operate the controls manually.
One of us will have to stay.
I'll stay, Captain.
Get into the transporter chamber. You too, Uhura.
Jane!
That's an order, Scotty.
Aye, Captain.
And what about me?
McCoy! What did you do, Spock?
I cut the transporter power. It was necessary to delay your beam out until I could arrive. Take your doctor.
But why?
Doctor, get into the transporter.
Engineering, reactivate mains transporter circuits.
You're a woman of integrity in both universes, Miss Spock.
You must return to your universe. I must have my captain back. I shall operate the transporter. You have 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Well, in that time, I have something to say. How long before the Halkin predictions of galactic revolt are realized?
Approximately 240 years.
The inevitable outcome.
The Empire shall be overthrown, of course.
The illogic of waste, Ms. Spock. The waste of lives, potential resources, time. I submit to you that the Empire is illogical because it cannot endure, and I submit that you are illogical to be a willing part of it.
You have 1 minute and 23 seconds.
If change is inevitable, predictable, beneficial, doesn't logic demand you be a part of it?
One woman cannot summon the future.
But one woman can change the present. Be the captain of the Enterprise, Miss Spock. Find the logical reason for sparing the Halkins and make it stick. Push till it gives. You can defend yourself better than any other woman in the fleet.
Captain, get in the chamber.
What about it, Spock?
In order to enact change, a woman must also have the power.
In my cabin is a device that will make you invincible.
Indeed.
What will it be? Past or future, tyranny or freedom? It's up to you.
It is time.
In every revolution, there is one woman with a vision.
Captain Kirk, I shall consider it.
Spock.
Welcome home, Captain.
So what I don't understand is how you were able to identify our counterparts so quickly.
It was far easier for you as civilized women to behave like barbarians than it was for them as barbarians to behave like civilized women. I assume they returned to their Enterprise at the same time you appeared here?
Probably. However, that Jane Kirk will find a few changes. If I read my Spocks correctly.
Jane, almost any change would be a distinct improvement, but I liked Spock better with a...
You know what worries me? Is how her counterpart fit into that other universe. I guess I always knew Spock was a bit of a pirate at heart.
Indeed, ladies. May I point out that I had an opportunity to observe your counterparts here quite closely. They were brutal, savage, unprincipled, uncivilized, treacherous. In every way, splendid examples of Homo sapiens, the very flower of humanity. I found them quite refreshing.
Oh, I'm not sure, but I think we've been insulted.
Oh, I'm sure.
Captain Kirk.
Lieutenant! Lieutenant.
Malcolm Moreau. I was just assigned last week. I was told to bring you this report from the lab, on the new Chem Lab supply requisitions.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Lieutenant. Carry on.
You've met him before, Captain.
Why do you ask?
Your reaction? One of recognition?
Oh, no. We haven't met before, exactly. He just seems like a nice, likable guy. I think we could become friends. It's possible.
Take 2 steps back. We come together 'cause opposites attract, and you know it ain't fiction, just a natural fact. We come together 'cause opposites attract. Who'd have thought we could be loved?
has been the Post-Meridian Radio Players gender-swapped adaptation of Jerome Bixby's Mirror Mirror. This show was adapted and directed and computed by Mindy Klenoff. Our Foley artist was Michael Lynn with sound design by Brad Smith. Our theme was arranged and performed by Andy Hicks. Our stage manager is Meg Wickham, and our producers are Caitlin Mason and Karen Sorrow, with production assistance by Liz Salazar. Our cast tonight included T. Quino as Ms. Kyle, Guard, and Ms. Jones, the Right Honorable Rosalind Martin as Ms. Farrell, Ensign Vassy, and Tharna, Andy Hicks as Lieutenant Malcolm Moreau, Caitlin Mason as Ensign Chekhov, Jamie Lynn as Ms. Sulu, Michael Lewis as Lieutenant Uhura, Liz Salazar as Dr. McCoy, Catherine Bromberg as Ms. Scott, Adria Kine as Ms. Spock, Kirk. If you enjoy what we do, please consider making a donation to PMRP using the link at the description below. To listen to more of our past productions, find us at pmrp.org. We look forward to seeing you again one day in person. Thank you for listening, and live long and prosper.